Om Namah Shivaya. Ribhu Gita, chapter 17, verse 25. Brahman alone shines as the rabbit on the moon, ever. Brahman alone is the gross. Brahman indeed is never anything different. Brahman is its own guru. Brahman alone shines as the rabbit on the moon, ever. What is this rabbit on the moon? No, it doesn't refer to he just landed a rabbit on the moon. It refers to the illusion of a rabbit seen by looking at the moon with its shadows and craters, etc. If you look from the right perspective, it appears as a rabbit. Or then again, it could be the man on the moon, the image of a face. What it refers to is the seeing of illusion. There really is no rabbit on the moon. It just appears so. There is really nothing different from Brahman, such as the world. It just appears so in illusion. What is it that shines as illusion? There is only one existence of which everything is made, and that existence, undifferentiated, is Brahman. That is always so. Brahman always is what it is, forever. Brahman alone is the gross. Gross refers to all things seemingly physical, such as the world, the body, etc. Brahman is the one existence, and there is nothing gross or physical about it. But then again, of what is all this? Only Brahman. So Brahman alone is the gross, which means there's really nothing gross at all. For Brahman does not become defined in such a manner at any time. Brahman indeed is never anything different. It cannot be different from itself, for within it there is no division. It is never anything different than the one who knows it. Brahman is not different from itself, not different from all that is regarded as other. So there is really nothing other at all. What Brahman is, it is always. Such is the reality, that it ever is, just as it is. Brahman alone is the meaning of the instruction. Brahman alone is the self of the disciple. Brahman alone is the Guru. The Guru as Brahman awakens Brahman as the seeker and remains over as that which is realized, which is only Brahman. Verse 26. I am the light of the self. I, as myself, never am. I am myself the Supreme Brahman. I am myself immutable consciousness. I am the light of the self. Knowledge is light. Self-knowledge is self-luminosity. The self-luminous is consciousness alone. It is the self, for it is innermost, and there is nothing beyond that. What is the light of knowledge for you? By what light is all perceived? By what light do you know yourself as existing? That light, which is ever shining, infinite and eternal, one without a second, is the light of the self. Those who know it are it. Yet it is never individualized. So I, as myself, that is, as a separate individual entity, never am. The ego is never real at any time or at any place. I, as myself, never am. If this is the case, bondage becomes impossible. For in order for there to be bondage, there must be one who is bound. No such individual I exists. Knowing this is freedom from ignorance. I am myself the Supreme Brahman. If the individuality is not real, what then exists? What then are you? I am myself, the Supreme Brahman. It is supreme, for it is nirguna, attributeless. The Supreme Brahman, undefined, timelessly existing. The truth itself is what you are. I am myself, immutable consciousness. Everything changes, but the consciousness that knows, that which knows the changes, is itself unchanging. Turn within and determine that which is unchanging. Know the unchanging alone to be your identity. What knows it? Only the consciousness itself. It knows itself. The world changes, the mind changes, but the consciousness that is the light for these does not change. the changeless reality should changelessly realize what it changelessly is. Verse 27. I am myself, the self-illumined, that shines everywhere by itself. I am myself, Brahman. I myself am the body. I myself am the fullness and the highest of men. I am myself, the self-illumined. Everything else is known. And does not know itself. The self is not known by some other thing. The self is self-luminous. It shines, it knows, everywhere, by itself. There is no anywhere except in itself. Self-luminous, not dependent on anything else to shine or to know. Existing everywhere. The infinite and the eternal. That is yourself. That is the significance of I. I am myself, Brahman. It is your very being that is Brahman. It is not something objective to you. Rather, it is you. You should know your identity as that. If I myself am Brahman, what about something else, such as the body? I myself am the body. There is no other substance to be experienced, to be a body or to be anything else. You are not the body, yet the body is none other than you. The same is true of the entire world. I myself am the fullness, the perfect fullness, which is the innate happiness of the self. When misidentifications are eliminated, one experiences the fullness of this happiness. It is no longer limited and is non-dependent. I myself am the highest of men. What is the highest? Highness is determined by egolessness. Where the notion I and its adjuncts drop away, what remains is your existence, is that which is the highest for all beings. Verse 28. I am myself, the Brahman of that you are. I myself shine as the illuminator. I am the peace of the individual soul. I am myself of the nature of Ishvara. I am myself, the Brahman of that you are. Tattvamasi, that you are. This is the declaration of the Upanishads. That is Brahman. You are Brahman. The R that connects the two is the same Brahman. The non-dual truth proclaimed in this short aphorism is Brahman, and that indeed is yourself, which is the meaning of the aphorism. I myself shine as the illuminator. Brahman is the light of all lights. It shines for all. That which shines for all. That which shines for all is yourself. When the individual soul relinquishes its individuality, there shines great peace. Where the distinctions of the finite and the non-eternal drop away from your identity, your own nature is the Lord, Ishvara. Verse 29. I am myself, the Supreme Brahman. I am myself, the only one, and that which is immutable. I am the revealed ultimate or established result. I am the established ultimate or the conclusion. I am myself, the self that illumines. I am myself, the Supreme Brahman. As Brahman cannot be other than itself, you cannot be other than Brahman. What about you is the Supreme Brahman? Your very being, your existence, just as it is. I am myself, the only one, and that which is immutable. Existence is only one, The self is only one. Multiplicity of selves is imagined due to misidentification with the body and as an ego. Mistaking form for the formless, one thinks of many, but truly there is only one existence, one of you. What is that which is immutable? Your being, the consciousness, the bliss or perfect fullness. I am the revealed ultimate, the highest, the absolute, which is revealed in true knowledge of the self. That alone is what you are. That alone is the conclusion arrived at in true knowledge. Being immutable, the Absolute is said to be established. It never deviates from itself. I am myself, the self that illumines. You should know the self that you are. The self is itself the source of knowledge. The self itself is knowledge. Not a perception or conception, but knowledge. The unformed consciousness. Verse 30. I am the self of the nature of light. I myself am absolutely immaculate. I myself am certainly the eternal self. I myself am the pure, the lovable, and the unlovable. If you know yourself as the nature of light, that is, as the nature of consciousness, there is no darkness, no ignorance for you at any time. The light itself has no shadow. The consciousness which is the self has no ignorance. This self-luminous consciousness is absolutely immaculate. It is never stained, never becomes imperfect. It is blemishless. It never falls away from itself. It is worldless, bodiless, egoless, self-luminous consciousness. It is invariable. And that should be known as yourself alone. I myself am certainly the eternal self. You did not begin, you will not end. Always you were, and always you will be. The eternal. No object is eternal, no thought is eternal, but the self of the nature of being, consciousness, bliss is the eternal itself. This is certain for all who inquire, who am I? I myself am the pure, unmixed with anything, the pure, the lovable. What is it that's dear? What is it that's loved? Find it and you will have found the self. The lovable and the unlovable. All are only the self. Om Namah Shivaya. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.